Guys, my defenses are looking pretty strong. I have a lava pit and then a wall that doesn't die. That is so freaking crazy. Check that out. It's healing itself. That's so freaking cool. Hey, what's up guys? My name is Damien and welcome back to a brand new series. Today, we're going to be starting a new Let's Build with a new and exciting theme. Now, this series is brought to you by woodycraft.net. That is the IP right over there, and basically what they did was team up with me to host a contest on their server. Now, the theme for this contest is going to be a Redstone Fortress, and what's cool about this, guys, is not only can you follow along with me, get ideas from this series, but you can go onto the server itself, participate in the contest and earn several different rewards, which could be ranks on the server. That's going to be server wide. So if you win it on this creative server right now, you could use that rank to maybe play SG or Blocks vs Zombies or Factions, and you can really use that server to your benefit. And it's really cool, guys. You guys should definitely go check it out in the description box down below. All of the rules and information will be down there. So let's go ahead and get started with this awesome series. So there we go. I cleared my plot, and as you can see, I have a lot of space to create whatever I like. Now, this is where I need your guys' help. I need some of your ideas to add into this series itself. So if you have a cool idea, add it in the comment section down below. Remember, the theme is a Redstone Fortress. You can have anything like a lava pit or something like that, or maybe like a trapdoor thing that makes you fall down into that lava pit. But basically, just keep the theme when you're commenting. But today, we're going to be working on a wall that's going to be a regenerative wall, if you guys are familiar with that. But let's go ahead and get started. Now, for this, I will need to grab a bunch of redstone, since this is, of course, a Redstone Fortress. And we need some repeaters along with some pistons and also some water buckets and lava buckets. So this is going to use a cobblestone generator, a very compact version, I might say, and create a regenerative wall, which is going to be really cool. Alright, so I think I have all the items I need. I really don't need anything else, maybe besides a lever. So let's go ahead and begin. So when I was building this a long time ago, by the way, I was doing it on a super flat land. So this is going to be very, very compact. So I want the wall kind of not on the edge, because I want people to kind of walk in and have like a little bit of things showing. That way, you know, people can see from the outside. So basically what I want to do is just have it from the interior wall and then a tiny house in the middle. So I need to go ahead and make it even and count out the blocks on each side. So what we need to do here is basically count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that fits perfectly. And then our wall will be basically on each side of that, and we'll build up the pillars and whatnot. So let's go ahead and do this on this side as well. Alright, so there we go. I mapped out the sides where I want my wall to be, and I also adjusted it a little. That way we have more room on the exterior. So let's go ahead and start building it. What I want to do is basically dig 4 blocks down. So let's go ahead and do that. And we have to make it in this entire circle and also give us some area to work with some redstone. So I'll be back after I dig out the entire structure and then show you guys how it works. So there we go, guys. I dug out the 4 deep area, and I just realized that I didn't even need to spend so much time doing it because I actually have world edit. Now, for the ranks you guys are going to be winning on the server, it also gives you world edit, so it's really cool. So let's go ahead and just use freaking world edit because I'm really dumb. I took forever to do that. So I'm just going to fly over here and right click on this end. There we go. And then replace the blocks with air. So let's go ahead and do / replace. There we go. Dirt with air. And that should work, and now we should have a completely hollowed down area, and we could build whatever we like now. So let's go ahead and start building up our redstone generator thing. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is make an outline of this area on the bottom. So let's go ahead and do that by basically doing / walls, and that should work. And then we do stone. There we go, and it places down stone on the outside area. And actually we need to do this one up, so let's try that again. There we go, and stones. And now we have this like awesome ring that's going over the bottom of our area. And what we need to do now is place down some redstone torches on the bottom like so. And then I'll show you guys how this works a little bit later. So I have to do this manually, I think, because I can't do this with world edit. So let's quickly do this. Alright, so there we go. I placed down my redstone torches on all of the blocks. Now we just need to place our pistons on top of our redstone torches by looking down and clicking on top of that torch. There we go. And basically do this for every single freaking redstone torch. So this is going to take quite a while. Alright, so there we go. I placed down our pistons all around this area. That's going to be the base of our walls. And now we just need to add a signal signal to it to basically turn it off. So there we go, place down a repeater and then turn off our pistons, and that's going to basically be timed, and it's going to push up that cobblestone generated by the cobblestone generator and then create a wall. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. What we need to do is basically time it just right, and in the middle I'm going to go ahead and create a little clock over here. That's going to be 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 freaking repeaters, and then we place down some redstone right over here. There we go. And then we have to just time this correctly. So I'm going to put this at a maximum amount of ticks because we don't want it to go too fast. Also, I'll be adding some redstone right below here, so I need to not mess up this area too much. So we don't need to have overlapping redstone. Alright, so there we go. I think that is all of them to the max. There we go. And now we just need to add a redstone torch signal to it. And then it should run through and have about a second's delay. Alright, so once we do that, we need to go ahead and place down repeaters all across these blocks. It's going to allow us to invert all the torches and basically have the generator working. So what's cool about this is that once you build one area, like one block, you could actually copy and paste this to the entire map and just make it a lot easier, you know, to build and whatnot. So this is actually really cool, and if you guys want to implement that into your map as well, it's totally fine with me. I don't think you'll be disqualified or anything for that. So there we go. We actually cannot place it on the side blocks, so we'll focus on changing that in the future, but at the moment we don't need to worry about that. Let's go ahead and just do this. There we go. I now have all of my redstone repeaters placed down, as well as my clock working just fine. Now we just need to connect it all up, so let's go ahead and do that. Place down another repeater right over here to get that signal, and then we have another delay on it. Let's go ahead and do that, and also carry our signal towards our blocks and have it going off in different directions. Of course, we need to place down a lot of repeaters over here because we need some fresh signals to go all the way across this area. Alright, so there we go. I hooked up all of my redstone, and these repeaters are basically going to refresh the signal. When I want to turn it on, I just place down a bit of redstone over here, and it should all work at the same time. There we go, that's definitely pretty cool, and then we can just adjust the time and whatnot from this one clock. And also, we're getting some glitches over here. I'm not sure why, but that looks so freaking weird. Hopefully it still works and does not break the system at the bottom. Also, I destroyed the ends because we're just going to be adding in towers over here, and we don't really need that bit of redstone or the piston cobblestone generator. Alright, so there we go. I blocked off the area. Now, let's go ahead and dig the trench on the left and the trench on the right, which is gonna allow us to create our cobblestone generator. For this, we need to add down a secondary layer at the bottom, and we can do this easily with the world editor. And so, yeah, let's go ahead and do this. So basically, we just need a layer right under here, and that's gonna basically store our water. So we just need to place down a block on this side. Here we go. And I believe it's right over here, and then do it all the way around. So let's click on this block right over there, this one right over here, there we go, and then we do replace air with, I would say, iron blocks. Alright, and that should work. There we go. That just looks better. Alright, so now we go ahead and do it for the other side, and we don't actually need to do that. Alright, so there we go. We have the bottom layer fixed, and now we can go ahead and start building on the top. Alright, so we just need to destroy the blocks on the top right over here by hitting this block over here and hitting this one right over here, or right-clicking on it, then replacing the grass blocks with air. So let's do that. Grass, air. And now we have this bottom layer right over here, and also we need to place down a different block over here, which is going to be our cobblestone. Alright, so the cobblestone should be right over here, there we go, and one right over here, and then we hit these two blocks, and World Edit is really going to save a lot of time for me. Alright, so replace air with cobblestone, there we go. And the reason why we want this over here is because we don't want the water flowing down to that area just yet. We need to have that before we do it. So now we just need to place down our water manually. I guess that's really the only way you could do it. I'm not sure if you could do it with World Edit, but instead of wasting time trying to figure it out, we could just place it down very simply. There we go. There's our water, and now on the other side, we need to have the lava, which is going to be one block higher. Alright, so what's cool about this is that we can add in a very nice, friendly theme in the middle, and also a deadly theme on the outside. So what we're going to do here is basically build it one block up, and it's going to be out of iron for now, but we can replace it with a different block, or maybe obsidian. Obsidian will look pretty sinister from the outside, so let's go ahead and do that. There we go, obsidian. And basically, we need to have this one up, that way the lava falls onto onto the water, because if the water falls onto the lava, it creates obsidian, but if the lava falls onto the water, it creates cobblestone. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this, and we could use our world editor yet again. So let's do this. There we go. Punch this block with the axe, and then right click. There we go, and replace air with obsidian. And how do you spell that? Okay, there we go. There's our obsidian, and replace the blocks at the bottom over here with maybe sand, I would say. Alright, so there we go. Now we could go ahead and start filling in our lava in this area right over here. So we just go ahead and fly along here and place down our lava. And once we have all of this finished, we copy it on each side, and then we should have our system working. So let's go ahead and try this out by first going down to this area right over here and placing down maybe a redstone torch, or connecting this to see if it works. Alright, so here we go, placing down that redstone. It should send our pistons down and then form our cobblestone and then push it back up. Alright, so come on, please work. I don't think it's giving it enough time. So as you can see, it is not pushing it. So what is going wrong over here? Oh no, did I do this wrong? Oh gosh, guys, I think I did this wrong. So the pistons need to be one block higher. Oh, this is gonna take forever to fix. Alright, so to fix this, what we need to do is bring down our blocks by one layer. So to do this, we basically break all of this right over here and bring it down one more. So it should be right over here. That way when the piston falls down, it connects with our two different elements and creates our cobblestone. So I don't know why I did this wrong, but we're gonna fix it on one side, and then I'll kind of skip ahead and I'll show you guys how it all works together. So yet again, World Edit is gonna save us on this one, save us a lot of work, I should say. There we go, and also connect this block over here to make sure none of our water falls down into that area. And then we just connect it using our world edit. Alright, so there we go. We now have the area fixed, and this is actually supposed to be on the same level, except the lava is placed up here on the second block, and the water is placed on the first block. So there we go. We made our changes. Now let's place down our water and our lava yet again. Alright, guys, so there we go. That is our wall. As you can see, it is generating, and it looks so freaking awesome. We're gonna have this on each individual side, and what's cool about this is that you can break the blocks in the middle, and they all regenerate. How cool is that? That's gonna make an epic fortress. Oh my god, I'm so glad that it worked. Alright, so now let's go ahead and turn it off. And what's cool about this is that you can actually turn the system on and off. So if you don't want it to lag, you can just go ahead and place down some blocks right over here. And I'll show you guys how to do this. Basically, what you need to do is maybe break that block right over there. Grab yourselves another redstone repeater. And of course, do it where you have like a signal going through the block. So we just need to grab ourselves a sticky piston. And maybe a really cool block like a diamond block. You don't really need a cool block, but I think it's just really awesome to have. We place down a sticky piston right over here, and a diamond block right over here, and then we place down a redstone repeater, and then we have a lever at the back. And the lever is basically going to be your manual switch, and what this does is basically allows you to turn on the system. There we go, and also turn it off. Alright, so very simple, and we're going to basically connect all of the areas and add in the, the requirements it needs in order for it to work. So, of course, we just need to add in the base layers and then add in the water and the lava. So I'll be back with that in just a second. Alright guys, so check this out. I have the wall completed. Now what we can do is switch this lever on, and oh my god, look, it's going to go up and create this gigantic wall on every single side of our structure. It's going to take quite a while to get up there, but like I mentioned, it's a regenerative structure, so we can go ahead and break the blocks on this one. And then you can see that it gets regenerated very quickly. So, oh my goodness, this is going to be an epic fortress. This is just the outer end, and what we can also do is extend the lava to make like a lava pit and also have the water covered up. So let's go ahead and turn this off because it's lagging me quite a bit, and I don't want to lag the server too much. But yeah, let's go ahead and do this. So basically what we can do now is cover up our water, and no one will ever even know it's right over here. Alright guys, so there we go. I created my trench, and as you can see, it looks very deadly, as well as I haven't decided whether or not to keep this one block edge. And also the reason why this lava isn't falling down is because of block updates, but once you do it manually, it does work. So let's go ahead and just do this really quick. There we go, and it should work right now. So we need to do that manually. I'll do it offline and at another time. But basically guys, we could go ahead and maybe add in some pistons to turn this lava flowing on and off, as well as we could add in some more dispensers down here to turn different lava systems on and off. And what's cool about this guys is, like I mentioned, I wanted to have a friendly area in the middle, and here's an example. I basically have some nice flowers and whatnot, and then I have a tree over here that's basically gonna hide up this nasty wall. And from the outside it looks very deadly, but from the inside it looks kind of lovely. And here here is a sky view, and as you can see, it's a stark contrast, and that's basically how I wanted my house. If you guys want to help me build a house, definitely suggest something in the comment section down below. Suggest a theme, not something modern, because we already did something modern. Maybe something medieval to suit the theme of our defense, or just something I've never heard before, maybe like a space type theme. I'm not sure I'm going to do that with default Minecraft blocks, but we could definitely try to implement that in the future. But guys, that is basically going to be the first episode of this video. If you enjoyed it, please take 1 second to smack the like button. If you want to enter the contest, all the information yet again will be available in the description box down below. But there's only, I think, 3 different rules that you guys need to worry about. And the first rule is, of course, you need to build the map on the server for it to qualify for the contest. The second is that you cannot rip off any designs from anyone. You could implement some designs if you give credit or whatnot, or if you want to build a wall like mine, it's totally fine if you rip something off of my video, because this is supposed to help you, so don't worry about that as long as it's not exactly the same. And the final rule is that you guys complete it within the due date, which should be in the description box down below. So anyways guys, this was Twiistz, and I'll see you later.